What's the vibes, YouTube? It's your boy LV, and I'm back up in this joint with another banger, creepy TikToks that will not let you sleep at night, episode 12. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you for pulling up. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. You will not want to miss what we got sliding through. So with that being said, let's dive right into the abyss, y'all.
Valentine's Day is not about love, it's about Satan. Celebrating all these holidays, bet you ain't know they pagan. Lupercalia, that's the origins of this day. Homosexual pedophilia is how them niggas play. I mean a heart symbol, it's really an upside down butt. Cause the real heart do not look like that. Where the fuck that came from? Cupid really a demon, he can make you fall in love with anybody. Love is blind, came from incest, they was fucking on their mommy. Greek armies didn't allow men to marry women, but St. Valentine's didn't for that. That nigga was but he wrote his last letter to his wife, your dear Valentine. So y'all really writing death notes to each other. Man, this day is alive. Stop celebrating these demonic ritualistic holidays, cause y'all putting spells up on each other. Man, this shit is a shame. And no, I don't wanna hear well Valentine's Day means to me. Man, Satan created this day on February 14th.
My boy be going crazy.
Valentine's Day is just around the corner. But what if I told you there's a darker side to this love-filled holiday? It all begins in ancient Rome, where a festival known as Lupercalia was held in mid-February. During the oppressive rule of Emperor Claudius II, a brave priest named Valentine defied the decree banning marriages for young soldiers. The emperor believed that unmarried men made better soldiers and therefore outlawed marriage for young men. However, Valentine believed in the power of love and secretly performed marriages for couples in love. But his actions didn't go unnoticed. For this, he was imprisoned and later martyred. According to legend, he developed a relationship with his jailer's daughter and wrote her a farewell love letter on February 14th, the day before he was beheaded. He signed the note, "Love from your Valentine." Henceforth, we have the first Valentine's Day card. As the centuries passed, some believe that Valentine's Day was established not only to commemorate a brave priest, but also to distract us from a hidden agenda. Is it possible that the modern celebration of love on Valentine's Day is a distraction, a diversion?
Damn, it just got weird real quick.
From a more sinister truth? Could it be that there's a hidden force manipulating our emotions and relationships? Like and follow for more revelations and stay vigilant, for the truth may be closer than you think.
So is Valentine's Day the day of
she
love
about to
and
break it
romance,
down for real,
or is
y'all.
it a paganistic holiday / ritual? Let's talk about it. But before we dive into some things, let me go ahead and set the record straight. I don't care one way or another whether you celebrate or not. That's your business. I'm just here to let everybody know so that you'll know the frequencies and vibrations that you're on when you're celebrating some of these holidays. Because remember, in paganistic culture, everything is twisted and everything is not what it seems. Valentine's Day was birthed by the Romans and the Greeks, but it's important to know that the seeds for Valentine's Day were planted in ancient Roman culture. This was done at a festival honoring Juno, who was the Roman goddess of marriage. The name of this ancient Roman festival is Lupercalia, and it dates back to the 6th century. It's said that Lupercalia was a sexually charged, violent-ass event, okay? Remember, we talking about paganistic culture, so another thing that was prominent in this festival was sacrificing. More specifically, sacrificing of a goat and a dog.
Damn.
And supposedly, they were doing this to release health and fertility. What the hell do sacrificing a goat and a dog have to do with health and fertility? Anyway, they would strip the goat's hide into strips and then dip it in sacrificial blood and then beat women with it, as well as crops. But y'all, the women enjoyed this. That's what makes it even more strange.
Hold on, can I hear my washing machine in the back?
They were looking
Turn this
for.
off,
They
because
had.
I can hear it. Alright, where were we?
Had their hands out ready to be beat. And why'd they do that, you ask? Because they thought that this was going to help them with their health and fertility. And after they were done slapping the women upside their head and everywhere else with the damn blood, then the women would put their name in an urn so that their lovers or the men could pick the names out of the urn. And basically this would result in a marriage. It was like a match made in heaven. On February 14th of 2 separate years, there were 2 men executed and both of their names were Valentine. So now this is how we get the name Saint Valentine. So later on, a Roman pope named Galatius, he mixed things up and then he combined Saint Valentine's Day along with Lupercalia. And now, as we know it, it's Valentine's Day. So where does Cupid fit in all this? First of all, who is Cupid? Eros, aka Cupid, is the god of love. Now, Cupid's supposed to be an infant or something like that. Well, no, let me say it like this. Cupid is supposed to be an adult. It's depicted as an adult. But every time we see Cupid, it look like a damn baby with a pamper on with a damn bow and arrow. It's so strange. Pagan equals trickery. Remember that. Did y'all know that chocolate was an aphrodisiac? Yep. It's like sexually stimulating? Child, who knew? But that's the reason why they use chocolates for Valentine's Day. Because remember, it was all about fertility. And if you want to be fertile, why not get you a sexual stimulant like chocolate? Then they started making heart-shaped chocolates to basically correlate to this herb called silphium. It's an ancient herb that basically helps with fertility and contraception. Even the colors for Valentine's Day are symbolic. So the red is supposed to represent the blood sacrifice and or romance. And then the white represents purification. Together, it's supposed to represent unity. Much like we discussed the etymology and origin of words, it's also important to discuss the origin of some of these holidays. Because as you can see, Valentine's Day is not what it seems, honey. We are basically celebrating somebody being slain to death. And I don't know about you, but that's not nothing that I want to celebrate. And since the highest vibration on the planet is love, like we discussed before, it's so important that we celebrate love all the time, not just on one set day. And yes, love is the highest vibration, despite what everybody thinks. I know a lot of people came on my post last time talking about the highest vibration is authenticity. How do you get to authenticity without love? You don't. You have to love yourself. You have to love one another in order for you to be authentic. To be authentically you, the true you, you have to love you. And I'm a lover. Trust and believe that. I just want to be sure that I know exactly what I'm celebrating. So I thought y'all should know too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and if you'll be celebrating tomorrow.
Let me know how y'all feel about everything she just said, because a lot of stuff she was talking about rung bells. You know what I'm saying? Especially that necrophilia crap, like taking goat skin off animals and sacrificing dogs and running around dipping it in blood and whipping women with it to increase their fertility. Like, it's a bunch of bullshit, bro. It's really a bunch of bullshit, bro. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people gonna still celebrate. Y'all still gonna go out there, do what y'all do, eat your steak and lobsters with your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people gonna be eating ass tonight, and I'm not partaking in any of that. Keep me away from that. Y'all enjoy it though. Happy Valentine's Day.
So who remember when we said watch the border because sleeper cells and terrorists could be coming through the border? Listen to this man.
But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Soon we're gonna know who he is.
The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
The entitlement, guys. Wow.
All right, so just in case y'all don't know, a sleeper cell is like a group of terrorists that come into the country or whatever target country they're, they go there and then they're inactive. So they just lay low until the head gives them the call, like, yo, this is what it is. And then they got the drop on you and they make their move. But that's what sleeper cells are. Sleeper because they're inactive, basically. Let's keep it going.
My guy, I believe you. This was the man that we just watched. Then you remember the part where he said if we were smart enough, we would know who he is, right? This is what he's on the CIA website for.
Arms trafficking and illicit use of weapons, criminal premeditation, and conspiracy, terrorism, treason.
Conspiracy of terrorism, treason. And see, y'all didn't want to believe us at first when we kept saying that it's sleeper cells that's coming up through this border. And we already having micro terrorist attacks. Yeah, like some explosives that was barreled towards this rock concert. Yeah, all these people that's coming up through this border that's unidentified. And that just makes you think, if he came over here dropping this nuts like that, who else is already over here? And once again, how will we know this man's name? Let me know what y'all think about this well-known terrorist coming up through the border and saying that we gonna know his name very soon. Yeah, let me know y'all thoughts on that in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if y'all want that exclusive content and hit that business email if y'all trying to do business.
Nah, hold on, because he's actually right. It could be a lot more sleeper cells in the country, as well as be a lot more regular immigrants that do actual good labor, good work. They got skills and stuff like that. But it's just both sides you got to worry about here. Let's get back to it.
Today at the university, man, we got a crazy one. Look at the caption. 15-year-old immigrant accused of shooting a Brazilian tourist in the leg in Times Square on Thursday night, then firing at a police officer while fleeing, was arrested just outside New York City on Friday. Dang, this man was literally shooting at the police now that he crying and shit. I don't know if y'all seen the video or not, but bro was literally crying his eyes out like he was innocent. Dang, you shot somebody, then you shot at the police while you was running away. I bet you thought that shit was all fun and games then. And you caught, motherfucker probably finna deport you, gang. You crying and shit. Bro, your ass fried. Gang, I ain't even going back because this whole situation can turn to some other shit. Americans can feel like that the immigrants is on some try to take over the U.S. type shit and not go for that shit and cause war. Our motherfuckers at Civil War because we don't know who these people are once again. They got no credentials, they got no paperwork to tell who they is, no track record whatsoever. So who the fuck are these people? It can be the world's biggest terrorists and we wouldn't fucking know. Just tell y'all boys to be on y'all P's and Q's at all times, bro. This shit can probably turn into a war. Definitely let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Shit definitely a crazy situation for sure.
Nah, hold on. That little 15-year-old boy ain't got no facial hair, no nothing, but he was on demon time.
Remember the story of the migrants who beat up a police officer in New York City? Well, new footage shows that the police officer didn't tell the truth about what actually happened that day. Watch some of the video. There's no audio.
Hold on. Actually, yeah, let me pause this real quick. Because I covered the first video, which was the actual immigrants fighting the police officers. So, the title was Immigrants Beating Up Cops, etc., etc. We never really knew the full story, but let's see what really happened.
But watch.
Let's see what's going on.
This is why we can't believe police officers' account of what happened. They always lie. Police officers started by saying that the migrants were blocking the streets, but they weren't blocking the streets and they were actually moving along as soon as the police officers said something. Then the police officer said the man in yellow started being aggressive with them. No, he wasn't. He was moving away. The police officers grabbed him, pushed him against the wall, and then threw him on the ground. And body cam footage shows that the migrants were just singing, having a nice time, even making fun of the police officers, calling them Ugly Betty, which is probably what they didn't like. So should have all the migrants reacted the way they did by, beating up the police officers? No, but what they were doing was they were protecting one of their own against police brutality. And the fact that this has come to light and there hasn't been retractions from NBC, Fox, CNN, even people here on TikTok who got the story wrong, shows you that people are more concerned about their clicks and painting immigrants as terrible people than actually getting the facts right.
Starting tonight, a citywide...
What I can say about that, it could have been me. Honestly, it could have been me. They would have did the same thing. The way NYPD rolled, they really kind of don't care. I'm not going to say just because he's an immigrant, it happened to him. Nah, it could have been me. It could have been you. It could have been anybody. So let's just put that out there now. Let's get back to it.
Curfew will be expanded to 20 additional emergency shelters housing migrants, impacting roughly 3,600 asylum seekers. The 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew is slated to take effect at 11 shelters in Manhattan, 4 in Queens, 3 in the Bronx, and 2 in Brooklyn. City officials placed a curfew on 4 shelters last month in response to neighborhood complaints. A spokesperson for the mayor's office says the curfew prioritizes the health and safety of both asylum seekers and New Yorkers and will allow for more efficient bed capacity management. But it comes amid a spate of migrant-related crime and violence. 15-year-old Jesus Rivas Figueroa was arraigned over the weekend on charges including attempted murder. According to the NYPD, the teen migrant from Venezuela opened fire Thursday night inside a sports store in Times Square after an employee caught him shoplifting, and then he fired again at officers who were closing in on him. The shooting left a 37-year-old woman injured.
House cats. They're cute. They can be cuddly, but they can also carry the bubonic plague. That's right, the plague. And one patient in Oregon found that out the hard way. I'll explain. A pet owner in Oregon likely caught the bubonic plague from their cat who had developed symptoms, say officials from the Deschutes County Health Services. Cats and other mammals can contract the disease if bitten by fleas infected with the bacteria Yersinia pestis, which can lead to exposure for owners who may be in contact with the cat's contaminated fluids, like respiratory droplets. The infection begins with flu-like symptoms, including fatigue, fever, chills, and headache, before 1 or 2 lymph nodes called buboes become swollen and painful. Oregon health officials say the illness advanced in the unnamed patient, but was successfully treated with antibiotics after hospitalization. It's the first case of bubonic plague in Oregon since 2015. Today, most cases of bubonic plague in the United States occur in rural areas, particularly in the West. According to the CDC, an average of 7 cases of bubonic plague are reported per year. On a global scale, the World Health Organization receives reports of 1,000 to 2,000 cases per year, but estimates the number to be much higher. It's still a far cry from the devastating effects of the plague in medieval Europe, where an outbreak killed nearly 50 million people.
Oregon health officials have confirmed a resident has been infected with the state's first case of the bubonic plague. This is first time since 2015. The resident likely infected by a symptomatic pet cat. What's the messaging here?
Yeah, again, domestic animals. The message is, again, I don't think there's anything for the general public to be concerned about. We know that in western Kansas, we have cases of this infection, which is caused by the bacteria Yersinia pestis. We know that in Colorado, in the Four Corners area of the nation, there are incidental reports of these infections, this bacterial infection that goes on. I think the main thing is really understand your animals, treat your animals. Likely what they believe is this patient's pet cat maybe got infested with fleas, and that is how this patient ended up getting it, if the cat had fleas and maybe bit this patient, which then transferred the infection. If you remember the Black Plague, a lot of it was due to infested fleas on rats and mice that were then biting the human. So I think it's important, if you have animals, you have to be responsible for them. Treat your animals with anti-flea and tick medicine on a regular basis, and just be aware of that as well. But in general, this is a bacterial infection that we have good antibiotics to, and it's important that if you start to develop symptoms of illness, really seek treatment right away.
All right, Dr. Dana Hawkinson, thank you for your time on this.
I know we gotta definitely take care of our animals. I got a little dog, and I know people that got cats and other type of animals and stuff like that. We just gotta watch out, make sure that they good, because like he said, it came from fleas. So if they're not getting infested with fleas, then they should be alright, and we should be alright. Other than that, let me know how y'all feel about the bubonic plague being back in America. To me, that shit is not cool. We just went through COVID. They're already talking about there's gonna be another outbreak. Who knows? This shit might go hand in hand with this plague stuff. I don't know. Let's get back to it though.
Yeah.
Checkers, that shit unhealthy as fuck. Burger King,
My
that
boy
shit
back
unhealthy
again.
as fuck. Taco Bell, that shit unhealthy as fuck. They don't even be cleaning up right. I'm like, yo, Chick-fil-A, unhealthy as fuck. McDonald's, unhealthy as fuck. Pizza Hut is unhealthy as fuck. Don't deliver me pizza, I blow up the truck. Captain D's, unhealthy as fuck. Damn, Sonic's unhealthy as fuck. Wendy's, that shit unhealthy as fuck. All these fast food places, enough is enough. Dunkin' Donuts, unhealthy as fuck. Bojangles, unhealthy as fuck. Them Chinese spots is unhealthy as fuck, but they good as a bitch, they don't eat it, that's tough. Wow, all of these places unhealthy. Can't listen to what my stomach trying to tell. If you eating this food, you should go get a detox. Holistic herbs need to go get a restock. Stop eating at all of these unhealthy restaurants. I know you be itching for it, but you better not. Shit, this is someone who motherfucking ate it. Come in part 2 for more unhealthy places.
He did not say Chipotle. I know a lot of y'all like, yo, did he say Chipotle? Nah, he did not say Chipotle. You good. Go get your little rice bowl. You alright. Do your thing.
Yo, nobody else sees this. I'm not editing this, nothing, nigga.
This was filmed in Brooklyn.
This shit is, what the, hold up, let me focus in. Kid, what is that? Nothing moves like that, yo, bro. Yo, word to my mother, bro. What is that, son? What the fuck is that? Right there, kid. It's just there, like. It's literally just, what the fuck?
Yeah, I can't even tell what that is.
Where'd it go? What the fuck? Alright, look. You see that, right? Now look at this. Hold up. That's a helicopter, my nigga. That is a helicopter? What the fuck is that, bro? I wish the camera could pick that shit up, bro. What is that? Nah, helicopter. That. Helicopter. That. Nigga, what is that? It went from Brooklyn all the way to Manhattan. Well, actually Manhattan's over here, but it's going deep into Brooklyn right now. Yo, what the fuck is that, bro? I'm not jacking that, bro. It's not a bird, nigga. This is a bird. That just what the fuck? Where'd it go? What the fuck? Alright, look. You see that, right? Now look at this. Hold up. That's a helicopter, my nigga. That is a helicopter? What the fuck is that, bro?
No,
I wish the
seriously,
camera
what is
could
that?
pick that shit up, bro. What is that? Nah, helicopter. That. Helicopter. That. Nigga, what is that? It went from Brooklyn all the way to Manhattan. Well, actually Manhattan's over here, but it's going deep into Brooklyn right now. Yo, what the fuck is that, bro? I'm not jacking that, bro. It's not a bird, nigga. This is a bird. That is a bird right there. Nigga, that is just moving by itself. Look. What is that, dog? That's a plane. That's a plane? What is that? That is a plane. What is that? Yeah. I gotta send this to somebody. What the fuck is that? Ugh.
Look who y'all girl. Oh, that's an upside down cross.
Look, they spotted the block.
I'm going back.
It's only for...
I never saw Ice Spice with that on. Upside down cross. That's tough. Yeah, she crossed over, y'all. She crossed over.
Look, they spotted the block. It's only for a couple seconds. Look at that shit.
What the fuck is that? That's that? No way.
At the block. It's only for a couple seconds. Look at that shit. So for those who don't know, the blob is basically supposed to be one of the biggest sea creatures that exist in the ocean, supposedly. Everybody thought to believe the megalodon, but it's really the blob. Right here, this is like a baby blob, and this is a blue whale. They said, you know, the blue whale is supposed to be the biggest ocean creature, but nah, bro. The blob is given the name of a mysterious underwater sound recorded in the 1990s, right? They try to tell people that it was just ice shells breaking in Antarctica and all that, right? But they said that the sound was so scary that it sounded like a group of 90 blue whales from one sound. Now, this is supposed to be a 3D image of like how big the blob is compared to a human.
Bro, nah, no fucking way.
And y'all wonder why people scared to be in the ocean, right? We're gonna run it real quick one more time. Look, y'all, look at that shit. Oh my god!
That's wild.
UFO. UFO.
This guy's a professional runner on Instagram, and he does these very cool videos running from one place to another. In this specific video, he caught something really strange on camera.
Enfin, bien sûr que vous allez bien, moi ça par la grâce de Dieu. Je suis comme ça en train d'aller à l'école. Mais je pense que le professeur ne va pas venir aujourd'hui. Donc je retourne à la maison.
Oh shit.
After being posted, the video amassed 17 million views and thousands of people were trying to figure out what exactly this creature is. Some were saying it's a skinwalker, others were leaving comments saying maybe it's an alien. Then someone said it could be a cannibal tribesman, but then I zoomed in slow mode on the video. It doesn't look like a tribesman. Pay very close attention to this part over here. Look at its eyes. It doesn't look like a tribesman, does it? Now I'm gonna slow-mo the video a bit more so you understand what I'm talking about. Pay attention to its arms. They seem very long. Doesn't look like a tribesman.
Yeah, that looked nothing like a tribesman, y'all. I'm gonna show you exactly who I think that was in the next clip. Until next time, peace.
Thank you guys for loving me. Thank it, 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 thank it.
I was just a little boy, everybody told me you could be whatever you wanna be. So I told myself I'm a